What if I told you that an ancient treasure map, a lightning-split boulder, and a mysterious underground structure could hold the key to one of the greatest lost treasures in history? Sounds like something straight out of an adventure movie, right? But this isn't fiction, this is the curse of Oak Island. And in Season 12, Episode 12, the team might have just made their most astonishing breakthrough yet. Hey, treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel. If you're as obsessed with Oak Island's mysteries as we are, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, because today we're diving deep into one of the most thrilling discoveries yet. Could a massive lightning-cleaved boulder be the final clue that leads to hidden gold? Let's break it down. The Lightning brothers and their team have spent years unraveling the cryptic puzzles left behind by whoever. Pirates, the Knights Templar, or maybe even the lost civilization of Atlantis' buried treasure on Oak Island. But this time, it's not just about digging, it's about decoding the land itself. The search brings them to a crucial part of the island, the Goodwin map. Now, if you're not familiar with this legendary piece of parchment, let me give you a quick crash course. This isn't just any old map, it's believed to pinpoint key locations where treasure could be hidden. And guess what? The team is finally testing its accuracy. The map identifies several significant landmarks, large boulders scattered across the island, each supposedly marking a hidden cache. In this episode, the team zeroes in on one particular boulder, one that might have been split apart by a bolt of lightning itself. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe someone left it there as a marker centuries ago. With metal detectors in hand, the team scours the rocky terrain, looking for anything that might prove they're on the right track. And then, boom! They find it. A flat rock with a perfectly carved X. Now, let's pause for a second. Think about how insane that is. A centuries-old treasure map points to an X carved into a rock, and it's right there, waiting to be discovered. This is the kind of thing that sends chills down a treasure hunter's spine. Gary Drayton, the team's metal detecting expert, immediately goes to work. If something is buried beneath this marker, his equipment will find it. But here's where things get frustrating, there's no immediate sign of metal beneath the rock. No coins, no gold, no chests full of doubloons. Nothing. Does that mean it's a dead end? Not so fast. Because if there's one thing we've learned from this show, it's that the clues are rarely straightforward. According to the map, the X-carved boulder isn't just a marker, it's a directional guide. The next step? Moving 91 feet inland to search for another key landmark, a kidney-shaped rock. And wouldn't you know it? They find it. This is where things start to get really eerie. The more stones they locate, the more it becomes clear that this isn't random. Someone, possibly hundreds of years ago, placed these markers deliberately. But why? Some theories suggest that treasure hunters from centuries past may have left these boulders to guide themselves back to hidden loot. Others believe that the rocks could be part of an elaborate ritual or ancient code meant to protect whatever lies beneath the island. Either way, the team knows they're onto something huge. Now for the most dramatic discovery of the episode, the lightning-cleaved boulder. This rock, which appears to have been split in half, is exactly where the treasure map indicated it would be. But here's the kicker, some legends say that lightning striking a treasure marker is a sign from above, a way to protect sacred riches. Could it be that this was a warning? Or maybe a blessing? Doug Crowell and the team immediately get to work scanning the area. And then, beep, Gary's metal detector starts screaming. Buried right next to the boulder, they unearth an iron artifact. It's old, rusted, and heavy, exactly the kind of thing you'd expect to find if someone was tunneling underground centuries ago. Could this be another connection to the supposed underground network beneath Oak Island? This isn't the first time the team has found old mining tools on Oak Island. In fact, just a few seasons ago, they uncovered Swage's iron tools used in mining and tunneling that were estimated to date back as far as the 1400s. Think about that for a second. The 1400s. That's decades before Columbus even set foot in the Americas. So, here's the big question, who was digging tunnels on Oak Island hundreds of years ago? Were they miners searching for something long lost? Or was this part of a much bigger, much older operation to bury something incredible? For years, Oak Island has remained one of the most frustrating and enigmatic treasure hunts in history. Every time the team seems to get close, the island throws them another curveball. But this time feels different. The Goodwin map has already led them to multiple key markers, and with each new discovery, the case for a hidden treasure becomes stronger. But let's not forget the island's dark reputation. The curse of Oak Island states that 7 must die before the treasure is found. And so far, 6 lives have been lost. Some say the island itself doesn't want its secrets uncovered, that it guards its riches with floods, collapses, and perhaps even supernatural forces. Is the team tempting fate by pushing forward? Or are they destined to be the ones who finally break the curse? One of the biggest questions surrounding this latest discovery is whether the symbols on the boulders mean something beyond just marking treasure locations. Could these X's, seams, and squares be part of a larger coded message? Some researchers believe that Oak Island holds an ancient cipher, possibly connected to the Freemasons or the Knights Templar. If that's the case, then simply digging might not be enough. The team might have to solve a puzzle before they can claim the prize. And here's where it gets really mind-blowing. Throughout history, treasure maps have often contained misdirection. Could it be that these boulders aren't just leading the team to treasure, but instead pointing toward an even bigger hidden chamber elsewhere on the island? Maybe they're not just markers, but keys to something greater. The Lightning-Cleaved Boulder is by far one of the most intriguing pieces of this mystery. Some believe it's pure chance that the rock was split in half. But what if it's not? In many cultures, lightning is seen as divine intervention, a message from the gods, or a sign of great power. Could it be that whoever hid the treasure centuries ago believed that this rock would act as a beacon? Maybe they chose it because it would stand out through the ages. And now, in the present day, it's acting as a symbol once again, drawing the Lightning team closer to the truth. One thing is clear: Oak Island is hiding something. Whether it's pirate gold, religious relics, or a vast underground network of tunnels, the evidence keeps mounting. The fact that they found yet another iron artifact, possibly from the 1700s or earlier, suggests that people were actively working on this land centuries ago, far before modern treasure hunters arrived. The real question now is, how deep does it go? If there's one thing the money pit has proven, it's that whoever hid something on this island went to extreme lengths to keep it buried. Could the boulders be markers for a tunnel entrance? And if so, how far down will the team have to go before they reach something truly game-changing? No matter what side you're on, one thing is undeniable: this episode has brought us one step closer to unraveling the greatest mystery in North America. The hunt is more exciting than ever. Will next week's episode bring the breakthrough they've been waiting for? Stay tuned, treasure hunters, the adventure is far from over. This keeps the excitement intact while making it much easier to read.